Good morning and happy Monday. Welcome back to the Wave Your Flag podcast. I am joined by SOLRWAVE, who, if you missed the episode, also joined in October of last year. So go listen to that after listening to this episode. And we have the Angel Nati joining us to discuss her new single, Speed Up, coming out March 6th. So we're going to talk about a couple topics really quick first, and then we'll get into the questions with our guests. So stay tuned. Thank you. So Katy Perry cannot catch a break for her life because,
Is this the AI thing?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it
Oh,
is.
I missed this one. I didn't see
So
this one.
to summarize, basically, like all of the drama with the government and going after the one AI company, Katy Perry was like, oh, since they were anti US current administration, whatever, she was like, I'm gonna show that I support that company. And it's like, girl, it's an
Time and
AI
place.
company. Like,
Time and place.
like it's
I
just
missed this.
yeah. She
Yeah.
Yeah, so she was like, I don't use Chat GPT. And it's like, well,
She's like, it literally was a post with like a heart drawn around Claude, like the premium plan subscription.
Oh, I
yeah.
definitely did not see this.
And
And it's like, I don't know. She went up to space. Something changed. She came back. It's just a slight.
I don't know. It
Yeah.
just, everything about her is just poorly planned because it's like now she's shooting a music video in a church. And it's like, I hope there are no nuns
Oh
nearby because,
no.
girl,
Oh,
We know her
she.
history with nuns, correct?
Right, we do. We do. She just has the worst PR team ever,
yeah,
Yeah.
doesn't she?
It's
yeah.
crazy for like having been around for her era and like God, what I was in high school at that point. But it was like she was so huge, and I remember being like,
Hmm.
"Oh, she's gonna be so huge for so long."
She's literally the first artist to like ever have five number one hits off of one
Yeah,
album.
dude,
And it's
Teenage
like,
Dream is pretty much a flawless album.
yeah.
She
Oh,
can do
absolutely.
whatever, but Teenage Dream is
It's just like the
fantastic.
downfall has been so crazy for her. Like,
It has.
girl, just say
And
you are against the government and its current rulers at this point. Don't buy an AI app.
Yeah, that's
it's
Like,
crazy.
just how out of touch,
yeah.
millionaires are.
Hmm.
Or, like that they are. There's yeah.
But also like coming out with that you're using AI when you have a new era coming up is like crazy as well.
She
Know
has
who
a new
I?
era coming up.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
Hmm.
she's been seen recording music videos.
interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We'll
Uh
see.
Yeah.
we will see if she has the same producer and we won't
I
say
want
his name, but
I
every
wonder if it's just going to be like a rip off of Zara Larson because she's the hot pop girl now, whereas Charlie was the hot pop girl
yeah,
when the other
During
album
Brat.
came out. Yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm.
we'll see, but it's just crazy. Katy Perry, get it together.
Yeah.
Get it together,
She,
girl.
yeah, she just needs a good PR team, like someone
Yeah.
who actually cares about
Yeah.
her and doesn't want her career to be ruined
Right.
entirely.
She
Right.
needs
Right.
some new gays on her team.
I
Yeah.
feel like she does. She does.
Justin Trudeau doesn't count.
No.
Speaking of people's careers, I really want to talk about the KHIA Asylum later and why I think it's terrible at this rate and why we need to retire it. Because, like, where are the men? Where are the men that are in the KHIA Asylum? Why are we not
Mm.
talking about Shawn Mendes? Like, why is this only about women and about how they're not meeting your standards of success?
I
I
think
love that take.
I think the KHIA Asylum is a commentary on sexism in the music industry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really, I've had a issue with the whole like concept for a while. And I just couldn't quite, I'm like, I don't, it just doesn't, I,
I think it's just been a way to judge women's careers
yeah,
in a way because it's like people have been like saying like
Absolutely.
first of all, if an artist has less than two albums, they cannot be in this because they are still a new artist.
right.
Absolutely.
But like to say Slater and Tove Lo are in the Key Asylum is completely stupid because neither of these girls care about mainstream success.
Right,
Oh,
right,
absolutely.
right.
Taupe does not care. I've been a fan of
Like,
hers since I was like 13. She does not care.
neither of these girls want 100 million listeners on
Yeah, no,
Spotify.
no,
No.
no. They are enjoying their fame where they can walk around going unnoticed in the streets.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Not
it's like,
everyone has to strive for global pop stardom.
yeah, and
Exactly.
Slater did an interview recently where she said like a lot of these artists are going out of their like album character and out of their album's realm and making cringy TikToks, and she doesn't want to be like that, and she wants to focus on having a completely thought out artistic vision with her album. And
Hmm.
I think when you go beyond this metaphorical Key Asylum, you lose that when you go mainstream, because when you go mainstream, you
Absolutely.
tend to
Mhm.
like water down your vision. And that's my hot take.
You can, yeah, for
But
sure. It's
yeah. Because like again, where are the men? Why are we not
yeah.
adding any men to the Kia Asylum?
That's a really good point. I had not thought of that. But if we're
I
being
think
honest,
there's
Troye
not
Sivan is probably somewhere in there.
See?
yeah. I also want to add that like not global star, but like international stars. Like Zara Larson has been that
Yeah.
girl. I'm sorry it took America this long to notice, but we're not
Yeah,
calling it breaking out of a Key Asylum. That lady has been successful.
I mean, like that's
right.
the
In Europe.
same with like Tove Lo and like
Yeah,
Camila
like Kylie
Cabello.
Minogue. Oh
Like
my God. Like I'm not,
Oh yeah,
these
definitely
girls
Kylie.
are super famous internationally, and it's
yeah.
like the US just does not matter as much anymore, anyways, for these pop girls.
I
Correct.
think so too, because music has been more commercialized on a global scale within the past 10 or so years, that the focus has really been taken away from US pop stardom.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Like
will say
Charlie was
one,
huge in New
yeah,
Zealand before she ever made waves in America.
Who?
Charlie XCX.
Oh,
yeah.
yes, yeah, yeah.
I will say one girl who is truly actually like kept in Vikia Asylum is Kim Petras right now, and that's more I don't want to say like
Now she needs a PR team that's better.
yeah. I mean, it's just again, her management has been so bad as well.
Yeah.
Hmm. She's always going through
But
problems with
yeah,
mismanagement, but I feel like she's also made some very bad choices.
I do
And
think yeah. Sorry.
yeah, no, I just think, it's hard for you to complain. It's hard for me to
Yeah.
see an artist complaining about something not going their way after they have made some very bad choices and defended very bad people. It's hard for me to
Yeah.
feel bad for someone like that.
Yeah.
But I do understand the system and I know how cruel it can be, and I hope that she gets it figured out.
Mhm. Like I love a lot of her music, but I think she's also just switched up too much artistically
Mhm.
where it can be a little hard for people to follow. Like this new album, I like the sound of it. I'm glad she changed producers. I like your new background.
Yeah, that's
Thank you.
fun.
But
I was trying to
but like
figure that out.
I guess it becomes a little hard for a label to follow if they're trying to push you for commercial success.
Hmm.
So I don't want to say like, because of course she is the victim of this system and she's
Hmm.
defended that system at times,
She has very
Yeah.
loudly.
but
Yeah.
at the same time, it's also being like, girl, what's your vision? What's your character? Like, who are you?
I don't think she even knows.
Yeah,
It's all over the place.
that's a very good. I think there's a lot of self-discovery that is yet to
Yeah.
be her story is still being written. I mean, as all of ours are, but like I think
Hmm.
there's
Yeah.
you hit something on that.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so let's all agree to retire the KHIA Asylum term. Let's add a little more context to what people are trying to do, and because not everyone wants to be out of this level, like
No.
not everyone wants to be doing fucking MetLife stadium tours, and it's
No.
like
Exactly.
And I want to
that's
add, I
fine.
wonder
Yeah.
what Kia herself thinks of the term the KHIA Asylum. That's what
Yeah.
I want to know. Because if all of a sudden your name is now synonymous with like, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
someone mentioned it to her once and she was like, I don't know what that means or something.
Good for her, man.
But yeah, and if we are going to
Iconic.
continue with it, we have to start adding the men to the KHIA Asylum because it's pissing me off that we're just
Yeah.
giving the allies and the girlies into it, and it's like they're all more successful than anyone talking about the KHIA Asylum.
Hmm.
Listen, I'll take a room in the basement.
Yeah, literally. And you know what? Don't go to their tour if you're going to add them to the KHIA Asylum. Like,
No.
keep those tickets cheap, girl. Keep them
I
in
will
there
say,
because I want to go to their tours.
oh my God, please tell me about it. I can't even talk about Zara and Ariana tickets. It's
Yeah.
I was gonna
disgusting.
say, if we say that Ariana's in the Kia Asylum, does that mean her ticket prices plummet? If
Right?
so,
Like,
Ariana's in the Kia Asylum.
Yeah, I can confirm, actually.
Yeah, I saw her. I was on my shift mopping the floors and I saw her.
I'm seeing her in Boston. Did not have to get resale, luckily.
Yeah, the
I don't
resale,
know how I'm gonna see. Mhm.
it's there's tickets for over a grand in the 300s,
Yeah.
and that's in Boston, that's in Brooklyn, that's in any like Montreal, like that is any of the places that are close to here. And I'm like, I there is no justification for that.
Yeah,
That's
no,
insane.
absolutely.
I'm
It
gonna
is
catch a
Yeah.
insane.
live stream. Like that's I really said I would not miss her, but it seems like I will be missing her.
Manifest.
Yeah.
If you want to see
Finger,
her,
yeah,
you're gonna see
fingers
her.
Yeah. You
crossed.
know who might be actually like literally in the KHIA Asylum soon is Gracie Abrams.
Oh, yes, she's a person.
I kind of forgot about her too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone said all her music is toxic relationship talk once, and I can't unsee it.
I actually don't think I've
Like,
heard a single song by hers.
No.
I
Is that a bad thing?
she's
No.
talented, but
I just, I think I heard something once, and I was like, oh, is this new Taylor? And they were like, no, it's Gracie, and I was like, who?
Who?
No disrespect whatsoever.
No.
It was hard to differentiate the two.
Yeah. And I'm just like, I don't know. Your dad is J.J. Abrams. Like, I really can't
yeah,
care.
Oh, that's right. She's the major Nepo
Yeah.
baby.
she is a
No,
nepo baby.
no, there's some Nepo, like, I don't know. Hannah Einbender, I think, is hilarious, great on the right side of history. Like, there's ways to be a Nepo baby and, like, do it fantastically. I just, like, I don't, J.J. Abrams' daughter, I don't care. That sounds,
I I agree.
yeah.
I agree.
So I know I mentioned that I want the KHIA Asylum to come to an end, but what music trend do you want to end?
Ooh.
Honestly, I want the trend with 10 co-writers to end. I want to see the authenticity of the music be the core focus rather than the relatability, the familiarity, the samples. The main point of my music and everything that I'm doing with my artists is to be the canvas of their paint. I'm the producer, the sonic soundscaper. I'm here to piece their stories together in a curated fashion for their audiences to digest. I feel that when music was at its peak in the 80s and 90s, artists used to be excited to have one specific creation method behind their bodies of work
Yeah.
to formulate specific sounds and textures. And I think Dua Lipa attempted this with Radical Optimism, but society failed her. It was
Mm.
actually my favorite album of 2024. Every song had the same three or four producers and one or two co-writers aside from Dua, and that's what gave it its cohesion as well as artistic integrity. I think
Mhm.
that's when music is at its best. Everything that I'm doing, I mean, I'm the only producer, and the artist singing the song is usually the sole writer of the lyrics.
And aside from Speed Up, what other projects do you have coming out soon that you have produced on?
Another song that I started a while ago is called Fly Me Out by Pillow Prince. That also drops coincidentally the same exact day. I produced, mixed, engineered both songs for two different artists, and they're both coming out on the same day, which is extremely special. It's also the day before Nati's birthday. So we're going to be doing a very big listening party. I'm super excited. I have never had two songs that I produced come out on the same day. It's going to be a really special day. I mean, we all remember Barbenheimer, Aqua Disease, but now we have Speed Me Out.
Love that. That's so
This is
exciting.
my double feature day. I'm so
Yeah.
excited. And then immediately after these two songs come out, the Friday after, my friend Matt Ford had me remix his song 50/50, which is a major bop, and that's coming out the week after.
So
So three
exciting.
releases confirmed, submitted for release in
Mhm.
March.
That's so exciting. I think you have another remix with your friend Matt, right? Or
No, this is the first one.
no? Okay. I'm thinking of a different remix you did then.
You are.
Um, and then how long did it take you to produce Fly Me Out? Like, what's the process like for producing a song? Like, what's the input like? And do you just
Mhm.
stay in the studio till it's done or?
So with Fly Me Out, that was a little different from Speed Up. That was a song that I think we started it in September. I actually met Pillow Prince through Apollo. I was doing his album, and Pillow Prince was the rapper on Main Character, which is, I think, one of the best songs that I've produced. It's so good. I think it still has a chance to be a huge, huge hit. I'm not sure if you're familiar, but I think it is very strong.
Yeah, I've
Anyway, so
seen,
I,
yeah, sorry.
I'm
I've
no
seen some
good.
of the teasers for it. People
Yeah, yeah.
should go look at them online.
They should. They should. So I met Pillow Prince through working with Apollo on that song, and he was telling me that he stopped working with this other producer because they were charging an insane amount of money. And I was like, I'll be your producer. It's not going to be like that. Just tell me, like, what songs what do you want to do? And he said, I want to make this song called Fly Me Out. I've had this idea for 3 years. I already have the lyrics written. I have the melody. I want it to sound expensive. I want it to sound like I'm being flown out to Dubai by a sugar daddy. And he sent me a playlist of references. It was Afrobeats focused. I listened and he said, I like this sound. I want the bass to feel like this. I want there to be marimbas. I want it to feel like I'm getting on the plane on Emirates Air and we're flying to Dubai. I want it to feel like that. It needs to be expensive and luxurious. So I consumed all of this information. I listened to his input and I formulated the first idea. Hello.
It
Hi.
looks like we have our other special guest just joining in,
Yeah.
the
Mhm.
Angel Nati.
How are we?
Good,
Good.
how
How are
are
you?
you?
Good, thank you.
Yeah, I heard you've been speeding up lately, getting those speeding
Yeah,
tickets.
we're going fast.
Yeah.
We are going a bit too fast.
Now, this is a
Speeding.
silly question, but what is your ideal speed? when you're driving?
You know what? And it's funny because I do drive. So ideal Highway 75.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
we're not trying to get pulled over. We're not
Right.
trying to.
Yeah.
And
I can't
then
drive.
local roads, I mean, I couldn't even tell you. As fast as I can go.
Yeah.
See,
That
I
is the
beg to
way.
differ. Once you hit the I-90 in Massachusetts, Popo at the three
Oh my
safe stops,
God.
you
The
can
There you
go
go.
the Stadies.
go
They are
85 in
everywhere on
between.
I-90. And it's like they have the I hate oh my God. Don't get
Gotta
me
open
started.
ways if you're gonna go fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have been pulled over by a Massachusetts State Patrol.
That I don't wish that on anyone. I have not had that experience, but we're
No,
not
it
gonna
was not
manifest it.
fun. Would not recommend.
So, Meg, do you want to start some of the questions for Nati?
Yeah. So you are a singer and artiste. What inspires you to write some of your music?
To be honest, I think that sometimes I write from a personal, point of view, and then sometimes I write from others. And I think that the more that I experience, the more that I feel compelled to write. So I would just say like life experience, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Do you have any hot takes on the state of music currently?
Um, to be honest, I think my hot take is that the current state of music isn't as bad as people make it out to be.
Oh,
Like that's
No,
my like
yeah,
hot
Good one.
take or
yeah, yeah,
unpopular
yeah,
opinion.
clock it, clock
You know what
it.
I mean?
Yeah,
Like I
yeah.
think that like so many um I guess new things now, like people say, oh, the internet is
Mm-hmm.
so bad now, or music is so bad now, or things like that. But I don't think it is that bad. I think it's actually
see,
kind of great.
I was thinking that in the gym this morning because I was like, you know what? Radio is dead. People need to actually look for the good music, and that's the issue, is they don't want to look for it because
Yeah, that makes sense.
we have Slater putting out music, we have Cobra
Oh
putting
yeah.
out music, we have Robin putting out music. So many icons are releasing music that is so incredible. It's
Yeah,
like go
I
look for
agree.
it.
Yeah,
Totally.
100%. I feel like some of that is just like everyone always complains about the new thing that like whatever it is, it's like, oh, it takes people a minute to adjust. And that maybe translates into music taste as well. I mean, it sort of permeates throughout our culture, right? So I can see how that would,
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
true. And I think too that people take, what they have in front of them for granted a lot of the time. Like you'll look back and it'll
Mm-hmm.
be 5 years ago and you're like, that was such a
Yeah.
good project, or that was such a
Hmm.
impressive, I don't know, song, or whatever
Mm-hmm.
the person produced. And it's like you kind of take it for granted when it's like right in front of you.
Yeah.
I'm finding a lot of people revisiting Black is King by Beyonce and
Oh,
having,
oh my
yeah,
God,
right.
so good.
So good. But then
Yeah,
having
it was
like,
really good.
yeah, having these realizations years later, like we didn't realize what we had. No, no, and
Hmm.
I truly did not. Um,
Yeah, yeah. I love Other Side and Already, and I
yes,
like all the songs on that project.
I did. I know. I love the big ones. Find Your Way Back. That's
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
my yeah.
So you host an event with Amanda Lepore in New York City, which, first of all, iconic.
totally.
How has hosting been in nightlife in the New York City, and how has it inspired Speed Up?
Well, I mean, it's inspired Speed Up fully, I think, but hosting in New York City has honestly completely changed my life. I think that it's interesting getting into this industry because you meet a lot of people that they set out to do this thing. Like, I'm going to move to New York and I'm going to be the next, whatever, and I'm going to be this big star. And it didn't, happen like that for me. I just happened to head out to New York City when I was about 25. And so I was already a little bit older and a little bit more experienced. I mean, you meet these kids and they're like, I'm 20, I'm 21. And you're like, what are you talking about? Like, um, but um, yeah, it has completely changed my life. And it's inspired Speed Up in many ways because just the culture and the way that things kind of happen and work. I literally drive in and out of New York City to go work, so that's the whole idea
Mm.
um, of Speed Up and where it kind of derived from.
Hmm.
Like running late to the
Yeah.
gig and
Mm.
getting ready with your girlfriends and that whole sort of culture that you cultivate just because everybody is in it for like term reasons, you know everyone wants to like look good and go out and fear their oats and do whatever they want to do. Um, so yeah, that's the premise of Speed Up. Amanda Lepore is absolutely iconic. I remember looking her up when I was like 14 in high school and being like, I hope to ever be this cool, And here I am hosting a weekly party alongside her. It's like a
Hmm.
dream.
That's incredible.
It's crazy.
14-year-old, you must be so proud of you.
Totally and totally. My,
Oh
my
my
best friend
God.
Johnny used to draw her in art class, and I would be like, "Who is that?" And he's like, "You don't know who she is? She's a fucking icon," and blah blah blah.
Hmm.
And yeah, I mean, jump cut to wait. How much can we say on this? Like, can we like curse and stuff or?
Yeah, you can curse a little bit. I
Okay,
think
okay.
like there's stuff we don't say about, but
um, I mean, jump cut 14-year-old us, jump cut to like 24-year-old us, and we're like smoking a joint outside with her and like going to the diner with her after dark. Like
That's so
crazy. Like
crazy.
just crazy craziness.
Yeah.
Wow.
for
Mm.
those who don't know about Paul's Dolls, what can they expect from one of these events?
Um, you know what? I feel like people have this really funny idealized version of what nightlife in New York City can be like. Like there
Mm.
is like the Bushwick scene,
Yeah.
there's like the Hell's Kitchen scene, there's like, and
Unfortunately.
unfortunately, and Casablanca, Paul's Casablanca, where Paul's house is held at, is in Soho in New York City. So it's very like downtown posh, you know what I mean? And there
Yeah.
is this like hierarchy within, the nightlife culture that is like honestly so fucking weird to me. Like we're all
It's very
outcasts and
strange.
fucking, we're all outcasts and weirdos.
Right.
So like who even cares? But it's this super Paul's Dolls is like this super chic, elevated. It's like Moroccan themed inside and
Mhm.
super dim lighting, and you want to look your best and all of that. But it's super fun. I have the best time ever, and I always just encourage people to come, no matter what they like look like or what their style is, or maybe what crowds they run in. Like none of that really matters to me. You can come and have a good time.
I love that.
Absolutely. Which that's how I feel a lot of queer spaces should be. Most queer
I
spaces
agree.
should be, come as you are, man. Like,
It should be that way, but
I agree.
there's something to the social nature of humans where we feel the need to formulate a hierarchy wherever we go.
yeah.
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 And honestly, sometimes it's not necessarily a bad thing. I think stepping into nightlife, I realized that transactional relationships are needed. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Like, people work for their proximity to resources for a reason.
Mhm.
And I decided to stop being scared to ask for things because that's what we work hard for,
Mm.
right? Like we want as humans we want to be asked for things so that we can help other people,
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you have a message for the gays, the dolls, the queers out there that want to speed up life? Or They want to speed up, but life is slowing them down.
I think my message would be just to go for it, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I think wherever it is that you see your life going, or like wherever you see things going for you, just continuously have that end goal, or maybe not even end goal, but like, definitive goal or objective
Mm-hmm.
goal. Because especially with like the little bit of, um the little bit of like heat that this single is getting online right now, it's like sometimes we feel like we work and we work and we work and nothing comes out of
Hmm.
that. But it's important that you continue to put the hard work, because the accolades and the amount of things that you receive from that hard work ends up being a lot more valuable than the feeling that you had of not making it or it not being enough, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
you know so yeah, my advice would be, if you're trying to speed up, baby, then pedal to the metal.
All gas, no brakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, just go for
Mhm.
it. Just go for it. And also too, not that this should even be said, because fuck what people think, but
Right.
fuck what people think.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It
Yep.
doesn't actually
Hmm.
even matter. It's just their subjective point of view and how
Mhm.
they feel, and how important really is that?
Yeah.
It can be so hard to break out of that.
It can.
I know, and I think it's different for different people for different
Mm-hmm.
reasons.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, the one thing that stands true out of any of that is that it is just what they think. It doesn't even
Hmm.
actually matter.
It doesn't.
No.
I remember, growing up, this person who, I used to call one of my closest friends or whatever. I always loved singing. I remember being here in my parents' basement, and I'd decorate downstairs just to perform
Mm-hmm.
for my family. I would like crumble up paper and like put glitter on it and hang it from strings, and you know
Oh my
he,
God.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Full
yeah.
on
And I would like,
production.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I would like get like I would like get like my parents like big fan down here, and get like that fringe curtain that you get at like a dollar store, you know, and like do that whole nine. And I've always had a really big passion and love for music and performance and all that. And I remember growing up and people trying to like what does it project their
Mm.
like belittling beliefs on me, or oh, you can't do this, or you can't even, it doesn't sound right when you whatever. And it's like, actually I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's so liberating when you have that realization that it's like,
Yeah.
actually, plot
Right.
Actually, I
twist.
can.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If your music was one neighborhood in the city, what would it be?
Oh Lord.
I think we know the answer.
Nathan, do you want to take the lead on this one?
We're thinking of the same exact thing.
I think we are, but I could be
One
totally wrong.
on three. One, two, three.
The Bronx.
Bushwick?
Oh,
What did you say? What did you say?
I said the Bronx.
What's so funny? Johnny was like, "You have to say the Bronx."
Yeah.
I,
You were born there, right?
yeah, I am from the Bronx. I am a Bronx native. I don't know. I feel like Johnny was like Hell's Kitchen, and I was like, "Please, Johnny."
No. Oh
I was like,
God, no.
"Please,"
Oh no,
but
not Hell's Kitchen.
not
No.
Hell's Kitchen. But I think
No.
I think realistically, I would say like somewhere in Brooklyn.
mm.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that would be probably my answer. Yeah.
I think Speed Up is very Bushwick, but it's like Demure Bushwick. So if it's Demure Bushwick, then it's like Williamsburg, you know?
Yeah.
Right. Right.
They would play this at Animal in Oberon.
I think
Speed Up.
so.
Yeah, it's very classy nightlife vibes.
I think so. Yeah. And honestly, I think like anywhere downtown too, to be honest.
Oh,
Mm.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
public
I
hotel.
just feel like seeing any neighborhood in Manhattan sounds so pretentious.
Yeah, but we're working your way up towards it.
Totally.
So funny. I'm like going to Brooklyn tomorrow. I'm not as familiar with it as, I mean, I've been a $3 bill, of course, but like,
Iconic.
yeah. So I'm just I'm like, oh, piecing together. Yeah, yeah, I know what you guys are saying for sure.
Honestly, it's funny where's $3 bill? Is that in Bushwick?
It's in East Williamsburg. It's off
Okay,
the
okay.
Montrose L train.
When I'm there where $3 bill is, it reminds me of Wynwood in Miami, like all the art and stuff
Yeah.
that is up, on the buildings
Mhm.
and the garage doors
Yep.
and all that. Yeah, it reminds me of Wynwood in my. I've always said that. I've always said that.
That's so fun.
Yeah,
If you had to pick an artist that means the most to you or has inspired you the most, who would it be and why?
Ariana Grande.
Ooh.
I mean, there are many.
Yes.
There are many, of course. But Ariana for sure. I love a lot of
Oh yeah.
bands too. Um, I love Tame Impala. I love The Killers.
Ooh.
I love Depeche Mode. Um, yeah, and a lot of the earlier 2000s bands too. Chromeo, 303 were big inspos for Speed Up. Like that early MySpace techno-y kind of sound.
So I
Mm.
have to ask, what is your favorite Ariana Grande song or era?
Era Positions.
Love
Ooh.
Positions.
Yeah,
Her best
Era
album.
Positions. Song, I mean, it's impossible to answer.
Yeah.
What about you guys? What are
Do you have
your
like a
favorite
top
Ariana?
five?
Top five?
Yeah.
In no order.
I
Like,
mean,
Yeah.
as of right now, I guess. Like, um, I love Best Mistake from My Everything.
Mm.
I love Better Off from REM. You know what? How about we pick one from each album,
yeah.
Ooh, love that.
right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yours truly, Tattooed Heart.
Classic.
Um, My Everything, Best Mistake. What's after My Everything?
Dangerous Woman? Or is that
Dangerous Woman.
Yeah.
Oh, Dangerous Woman. I like Forever Boy Part 2, though, the one that's not on the album.
Mm.
Oh, the one with the second verse
The
that
one
she
with like the
posted on
little rappy,
SoundCloud. Yeah.
the little like rappy verse. But if I had to pick from the album, oh, I like Let Me Love You with Lil Wayne. Um, and then after that is what REM. I mean, REM. Sweetener.
Sweetener.
REM.
Yeah. Yep.
REM, and then
Love that song.
Thank You Next. Oh my God, there's so many good ones on. Oh, Break Up with Your Girlfriend, I think.
Oh, so
So
good.
good.
And then yeah, the production on that is like insane. You know what I've noticed about Break Up with Your Girlfriend? A lot of guys like that song. Well, maybe
Well,
obviously.
yes.
Maybe obviously.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of guys like the production on that song.
Yeah.
Like it's a very like you know what I mean? Like the way that it
Yeah.
sounds,
Mm.
the way that the production on that
Mm.
song
Yeah.
sounds. A lot of men really like that song. Um
It
and
does. It
then
feels
after
like it could be like, sorry, feels like it
no,
could be like Drake could have like the same sort of like beat. Like
yes.
yeah, I get what you're
Yes.
saying.
And then after that is what positions? Positions. Oh my God, there's so many good ones
I
on
love every
position.
single song.
I love every song. But you know what song I really, really, really like? I like all of them, but the only one that's sticking out to me right now is Love Language because it has like that jazzy,
Ooh.
Mm.
I don't know, it's like you're walking into like a jazz club in New York
Yeah.
at night
Mm.
type of vibe. And then Eternal Sunshine, Don't Want to Break Up Again.
Yeah.
Eternal Sunshine, I would say Hempstead just because the one bridge is like
I
so
love that
good.
song.
Yeah, Hamstead is
It's so underrated.
crazy.
Yeah, it's so good.
Mhm.
I like the deluxe.
I like
A lot. I think
Dandelion as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, what are your goals in music? Not to switch it up, but what are your goals in music? And do you like aspire to be like a pop diva?
Um, Honestly, my goals in music are to just like make people feel something.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
I enjoy it's very satisfying to me to see people have such a especially with Speed Up. And the one video that like low key went viral on like queer New York TikTok is like just the backing vocals of the
Yeah.
chorus, which
which
is
is
like
so weird.
crazy.
Yeah.
But I think it goes to say that music in itself can evoke an emotion in people, obviously, but even just the sound of someone's voice and how they're able to, put things together, it can also move people just as much, and that has been really cool. Like if you look through the comments, people are like making their own little jokes already with the music and cultivating their own little like thing like culture um
Hmm.
just from that one video. So it's like crazy to me, and that makes me feel really accomplished and really proud,
Hmm.
and do I want to be a main pop diva? I mean, duh. Like
Well,
I think
yes.
that
Right.
I think that I think that I deserve it, but I think more than deserving it, I'm willing to work really hard,
Hmm.
and I don't think that that's touched on enough. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I think everyone thinks that they're deserving of things, but people don't talk about how hard they've worked and how much more hard they're willing to work,
Mm.
Mhm.
if
Absolutely.
that makes any sense,
Yeah.
And I'm willing to work really hard. Like that doesn't scare me.
Yeah. That makes sense. And we definitely need less nepotism and more hard workers in music.
Yeah.
And more people
Oh
dedicated
yeah.
just to the art form in general. So let's say tomorrow or March 6th when your song comes out, it goes viral. What is one venue on your bucket list to play?
You know what? This may sound crazy. Like, I don't think I even have a dream venue. I want to like walk into like a random dive bar and like grab the mic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's my dream
Yeah.
venue. My dream venue is like to go play somewhere that like nobody knows who I am. There's maybe like older people that are more established and like have a whatever and be able to woo them, you
So
know?
like throwing it back to like old club days where it's like you have like a club guest and whoever coming in and lighting the place up, having fun, essentially.
Totally.
Like,
Like,
yeah,
you look back on like those videos of like Lady Gaga and like
yeah.
the
Oh
the
yeah.
Yeah.
early
Yeah.
2000s or like
Uh,
2010
her
and it's like
performance
a
in a
banner.
staircase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? It's like her and a keyboard and like a banner that's like crooked. You know what I
Yeah.
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like that's so inspiring to me. I love that. I think now in today's day and age, everything needs to be a production, right? Like
Yeah.
everything
Yeah.
needs to be like Instagrammable and like
Oh yeah.
perfect. And I'm so that I think also too that's what this whole like the inspiration for the song being like that early 2000s techno-y dance, but still
Yeah.
modernized. I think that's what has inspired me the most as well. Like letting go of any sort of pre-notions that I have of
Mhm.
what something should be. And yeah, that would be my dream venue to like walk in
Yeah.
somewhere and be like, play my shit. And you know what I'm saying? And it's like older people that don't know who I am, and maybe some other people that are like skeptical, and then maybe some people that are like so for it and like so down, you
I
know,
I feel like
and
the
moving them
timing
over.
for that is perfect too, because I think a lot of these recent tours are showing us that people crave that type of
Yeah.
tone down where it's just dance. Like Zara's tour, Sweat tour, you name it. Like they're bringing it back to like rave culture. Even like watching the clips of the Brit Awards yesterday, like Rosalia.
Rosalia's performance was
She,
insane.
she was
Oh
doing
yeah.
rave. She was giving like brat, where it's just like flashing lights, dancing, and having a good time. So I think the your goals are like impeccably timed.
Yeah,
That's good to hear. Yeah, I love that. I love that.
it does feel aligned with what we're seeing. More so, like I just saw Jade in Boston, and I've been a
Hmm.
fan for years. She was incredible, but the set was very pared down. You know what? That it wasn't a whole production. Like she was incredible, absolutely incredible though. So yeah, just co-signing. Um, in I think,
I
hold
can
on a sec.
I can ask this.
Yeah,
So in your snippets, you tell the DJ to speed up. What is one song that the DJ should start playing no matter what bar? And besides speed up, because let's say he's already playing that. What is one song that should be on every playlist?
Um, hmm. I think like something maybe like something whimsical and like fun, you know? Or like any of the new Tame Impala. I live,
Hmm.
breathe, die by that. Um, and also to like throw it back. Like give me like some fun, like weird deep cuts or
Yeah.
something, you know? Like that's what I want to hear, you know? That's what I want to hear. I love Chromeo. I keep saying that. They were a huge inspo for the writing for me in this. So yeah, any of their like earlier stuff. I love like Fancy Footwork or like Bonafide Lovin'. Like those are really weird deep cuts that people don't really remember, but they're huge inspo for I think music now even, you know. Yeah, that's what I would want to hear.
I'm really sorry. I got a dog who's being a dog at the moment. That's why
Oh,
I
No
keep
worries.
going mute. Stan, you gotta just chill.
So this podcast usually has a theme each season, and this season it's about reclaiming labels. Are there any moments throughout your life or recently years where you reclaimed a label and used it to empower yourself?
um yeah, I feel like I'm kind of doing that all the time, you know? But if I were to really pick a definitive one or a definitive time in my life, I think it was when I started nightlife, you know, to kind of bring it back. Um, because, you know, queer nightlife in New York City is really a conglomerate of a bunch of us that were oppressed
Yeah.
and like ridiculed our entire lives. And now it's like something that we're able to celebrate. And then the ones of us that have made it a business are able to monetize it and we're able to make money from it and, you know, have all these different opportunities and things. So yeah, I would say that that's probably been the biggest one for me, you know, being ridiculed my entire childhood and teenagehood, you know, jump cut to this is like a total, you know,
Hmm.
shift.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for Solar Wave, do you have any personal projects that you can hint at? Like any songs that you're
I
fully on or
Yes, I can. I am announcing this to hold myself accountable so I can finish it. My next single is called Never Let You Go. It is an 80s power ballad. I wrote it in May of 2021. That's how long all of this has been in the making. It's
Yeah.
about wanting the person that you're pursuing to see how beautiful your connection together could be. The production was finished in one night. It was originally for my friend I was producing for, but she didn't want to use it, so I took it for myself and had a very interesting experience to write about. So I did it very quickly. But I was so young. I mean, I was just about to turn 21, and the vocals have stayed the same for 5 years. So I need to completely re-record it. And I am saying this to hold myself accountable because I've been saying since 2026 started, I'm going to go to the studio, I'm going to re-record the song, it's going to be good, I can put it out. But I haven't because I've been working insanely hard around the clock on finishing Speed Up, finishing Fly Me Out, doing all the administrative stuff for both songs, and then making TikToks every single day for not just myself, but also
Mhm.
for my friends, and trying not to lose my mind. But slowly but surely, it is all coming together, and we are starting to get some attention from social media, which is insane. I never thought something like this would happen. I mean, I'm seeing people that I've been watching on TikTok for years comment and repost and
Yeah,
be like, "Oh,
yeah,
send us the
So
song,"
exciting.
and I'm just like, you," but it's the fruits of our labor.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
it's crazy though, feeling like I feel so vindicated recently. I have been working, I mean, I moved to New York almost 3 years ago. In a month, it'll be 3 years. And I genuinely had no idea what my life was going to turn into, or who I was going to meet, or the songs that I was going to produce for other people. I just let it all happen the way that it was always meant to. And it's insane looking back. I mean, I feel like I closed my eyes and then I opened it up, and here I am 3 years later. And things are actually taking off. I'm so excited, and I'm very proud of my friends, and very, very lucky to be able to call Nati one of my best friends. I think we are such an incredible team. I mean, from the night that we met, we hit it off immediately. And she always saw the vision, and I always saw the vision in her as well. And we really understand each other creatively. And it's been such an honor to see her grow as an artist.
I love that when you meet someone and it's like you've known them for a million years.
Yeah, we met almost 3 years ago.
Yeah, yeah,
It's a
yeah.
funny story. Maybe I can save that for the next one.
Yeah, it is a funny story.
Very funny
Yeah.
Just
story.
having that instant connection with someone and just feeling bonded from the start is rare. And that you guys are able to make it into this creative team is really, really cool.
It
Yeah, and
is.
you know what it is too, I think we work so well together, just us two, and I
Hmm.
found that it's obviously a relationship that you build, and
Yeah.
you just learn how to work around one another. And I think also too it's about having humility. I'm not afraid to um be advised by
Yeah.
um Solar Wave to do a certain thing, or if he needs me to
Yeah.
add this, or we can jump in real quick and whatever. And he's like, well, maybe it doesn't sound as good. I'm not afraid to be taught
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
And I think that's really important.
I was gonna say that's
Yeah.
huge because I think there's a lot in just not even creative relationships where people should be having more humility and willing to accept. I listen, I'm a Taurus. It took me forever to accept that I might be wrong sometimes,
Yeah, Torrens are
occasionally.
real. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Real stubborn.
However, it has made my life substantially easier and my relationships easier to be able to, you know what, I feel you on
Absolutely.
humility 100%.
Yeah, yeah. Me and Solar Wave's first song, "Don't Change." I have a lyric that is, "All your lies don't match with mine," and it's like that
Mm-hmm.
was me taking accountability for not being right a lot of the time too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
I feel misled and kind of yeah, I feel misled by you, but I'm also taking part in that as well.
Yeah.
And we're both doing the same thing in different ways, and that's why it's not, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's interesting in that sense. And you know what? The same way I've had to humble myself and take action after um, Solar Wave. Same thing with um, him to me, right? I'll be like, listen, trust me on this, right? With the rollout for this single, Speed Up.
Yeah.
There's been multiple times that I'm like, or even we started Speed Up January of 2025.
Yeah. It was a long time ago.
It's March now of 2026. You
Yep.
know, and consistently I've been telling him we've got to hold back. We not now. I just felt it. I mean, I'm a Pisces, so like I
Mm.
kind of just am able to feel things, and I'm very
Yeah.
intuitive in that sense.
A happy
Um,
season.
Yay! Thank you. Yeah, my birthday is the 7th, the day after Speed Up
So
comes out.
exciting.
Yeah, so that's gonna be really fun. But there were multiple things that I'm like, just trust me on this one. I think I got it, you know?
Hmm.
And I mean, side note, but I just filmed a reality show in New
Ooh,
York City,
Ooh,
and Speed Up will be in the show. So that's
It
that's
also
will.
a
so
really cool thing.
exciting.
that's
Yeah,
so
so everything
exciting.
happens for a reason. Yeah.
Absolutely. I remember when we started working on production for this song. It was September 2024. It was a few months after Be Mine came out. And I thought, like we'll have it out in a month as like the follow-up. And here we are almost a year and a half later. And I kept throughout since then. I remember I was like, so do you still want to do this song? Is it coming out? Are you coming back? Are we going to finish it? And she reminded me throughout the past year and a half, she was like, you just trust me. Right now is not the time. Let's sit on it. And then when I'm back, we'll work on it. We're not going to rush this. And I had to learn how to revoke full control over the project because of how much she believed in the timing.
Yeah, totally.
I had to give her the keys to the car, even though I can't drive. I gave her the keys to the car, and I was like, you know what? You drive.
Speed Up.
Speed
Yeah.
up. Speed
Speed
up.
up. We'll slow down a little
Yeah.
first, and then we're gonna speed up.
Yeah. Before
Yeah.
before we fully take off.
Yeah, it's insane how
Yeah.
much everything truly happens for a reason. I think
Yeah.
this song has been the most important reminder of that for me in my entire life because sometimes, I mean, you just got to trust the process. As
Yeah.
frustrating as it can be to wait
Yeah.
and be patient, you have to let things cook in the crock pot so
Yep.
that it can all taste very good.
Um, and the song started out completely different as well.
It's
Like the
completely
verses
different.
were flipped, the verses were
Yeah,
flipped, the
Really?
melody was different, like it
Yeah.
it
yeah,
started off as a completely different thing, but it's interesting because the message kind of stood the same.
it was
Like
the
I
same.
really knew what I wanted to write about. Um, and that's one thing. Solo Wave is super hard on me about writing. Like he's like, no, we'll sit here. Like I'm a kid. He's like, we'll sit here until you get the verse down, until you find the melody, until you know what I mean? And it it helps, it
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
does help because you feel like you can't do something and then you kind of like, really push yourself and it's like,
Yeah.
wow, this is better than I thought I could even do. But yeah, it's been a very interesting experience. Oh, the last thing I wanted to say, sorry, I'm like yapping.
No.
No worries.
Um, with waiting for, to release, I think also another thing that really stood out to me was that you don't know as much as you did 6 months ago,
Yeah.
right? So
hmm,
it felt like we were kind of prolonging this release, but at the same time, it got better over time because then we ended up
yeah,
knowing more and we were able to use my voice in different ways, or
yeah,
Yeah.
he knew how to do different things with production. And so
hmm,
it felt like maybe we were wasting time, but in reality, it made the project that much better because we don't, we know the most we will ever know right now. You know
Yeah.
what I
yep,
mean?
Right.
And then we
Right.
continue to
yeah,
learn. So it's like interesting in that sense because the more we waited, the better the quality of the song
Yeah.
got.
Yeah.
That
So
makes
you don't
sense.
know what you don't know.
Yeah.
Right, right.
So
absolutely.
this is the last like big question, but I think that like many great artists out there today assign characters to their music. For example, Lady Gaga assigns her own character to each different album. Like each album of her is a completely different character. Slater, Beyonce assigns characters to all of her albums. How would you describe the character or person that defines Speed Up in 5 words?
In 5 words. Is it like a phrase or is it just like 5 different words?
It can be a phrase or it can be like 5 different words.
I would say superhero. Um, I would say courageous. I would say mm, anime.
Hmm.
I would say dance, and then I would say fast.
So
That part.
Those would be my 5.
for the people that weren't paying attention when I said it, Speed Up comes out March 6th. Where can
Woo.
people follow you online after the podcast, and where can they pre-save your single for when it comes out?
You
Because
can follow me
The gays up in Albany need better music taste. So where can they pre-save?
that part. Um, you can follow me everywhere at the Angel Nati. That's my handle for everything. And you can pre-save, I think only on Spotify right now,
Yeah, the Apple
right?
pre-save is not loaded yet.
Yeah. So Spotify pre-save is available. But the song comes out very, very, very soon. So you can continue to listen to all the little snippets and the chorus and all that until then.
The
And
snippets I've heard are so
yeah.
cute.
Thank you. Thank you.
I love the one where it's like no instrumental in the back. I keep listening to that snippet.
Just
Yeah,
the backing
yeah,
vocals.
Yeah.
That's the
yeah.
one that went viral. I still don't understand how that happened because it's so random. The comments are like, my waist is shrinking, and I'm like, well, wait until you hear the beat. Then it's really going to be small.
Yeah.
So where can people find you online after the podcast Solar Wave?
You can find me everywhere, and I mean everywhere, at SOLRWAVE, SOLRWAVE, one word.
And where can they contact you if they're interested in having their own song produced? If you can sing.
I'm extremely
Please.
selective of who I work with, but if you want to reach out, you can shoot me an email.
And again, that's if they have talent and charisma, uniqueness, and nerve.
Nerve.
But
Yes.
thank you for joining today. That's all the questions I had. I was going to talk about how a MAGA influencer thinks headphones are turning people gay, but I do think that is a proven science as long as you have good taste.
I agree with
Fair
you.
point. Fair point.
But thank you so much for joining. Everyone, please go pre-save Speed Up
Woo.
and speed the fuck up.
Speed
Yeah,
up.
like let's
yeah,
speed it up.
yeah,
Yeah.
Let's
especially
speed
Let's
it
speed
up.
it up.
like these people blocking you from getting to your gig, they need to speed up.
These bitches be
Yeah.
slow. You
They
need to
want to
speed
catch
it up.
up. They need to speed
DW
up.
Bridge, speed up.
Yeah.
Lincoln
Yeah.
Tunnel, speed up.
Speed it up.
Yeah. But thank you so much. Everyone follow Wave Your
For
Flag
having
Pod on
us.
Instagram. New episodes come out Mondays at noon. Thank you so much. See you
Yes.
next week.
Thank you.